Like everything in life, farts have a time and place. However, I never realized that in the wrong time and place, flatulence had enough power to alter my life when I least expected it. I have had nasty experiences in relationships in the past, but nothing comes close to this one. It was 5 years ago. I was trying to lose some weight, so I was staying off from the ogbono soups, EBA, ifo riro, pounded yam and jollof rice. I mean all things delicious. That is when I met Femi. We met at the gym and had the most beautiful start to our relationship, just like all other new relationships. Femi didn't tick all the boxes, but he ticked the most important ones. He had a job, he lived on his own and had a kind demeanor about him. We had the early morning calls and text messages, checking in during the day and evening calls. Femi was a gentleman through and through. I, on the other hand, made an effort to match a man of his stature, to be as courteous as he is. On our first date, Femi proceeded to book 2 additional dates as we were so much into each other. We spoke about almost everything. Things were really looking good. It was fun and all until one day things began to shift. It was on our 5th date, Femi picked me up in his new black Jeep, a reward for a contract sealed. He looked so handsome and perfect in his kaftan. We arrived at a restaurant on the Lagos Island, a newly opened restaurant with a focus on serving local foods with an elevated touch. The ambience was beautiful and cozy. Femi was ordering food I hadn't allowed myself to eat in years, all in the name of losing weight. I didn't want to be that girl, so I ate, drank, and oh was I merry. After dinner, Femi surprised me with an expensive pair of shoes he caught me eyeing during our window shopping. Oh, could this be love? On the drive back to my house, we were all laughing and giggling, smiles and all. That's when it started. I had been holding in fat since we left my house for the restaurant, but if your stomach can no longer hold it in, it will find a way. Mine was the SBD, silent but deadly, and I really didn't want it to happen with Femi in the car. My eyes were burning from the pain of holding it in. Femi quickly noticed my demeanor and asked if I was okay. I could no longer contain the rumbling happening at the gates, and before I could respond, a loud and thunderous sound erupted in the car, leaving both of us stunned. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry as I had a confused and obviously embarrassed look on my face. At that very instant, Femi burst into uncontrollable laughter, and even wincing. I joined in the laughter, and for the rest of the drive home, we couldn't bring ourselves to stop laughing. The second bout was nudging at the gate, but I was almost home, so I held it in with every ounce of dignity I had left. He pulled up to my apartment, and before he could come to a stop I had already jumped out. Okay, thanks for the dinner, sorry about the fart, love the shoes. And ran into my apartment like I was running from the police. In my rush, I forgot to close the door behind me. The second bout of fart was imminent and I just released it in the comfort of my home. Then I heard it, Femi's voice right at the entrance, Dima, you left your shoe in the car and your front door was opened. Where do you want? He had no time to finish his sentence before it hit him. He had no chance. My silent but deadly fart is not the am I smelling something sort of way. More like is a rat dead in your home sort of way. Femi didn't stand a chance. I could see it in his eyes. Was it horror? Shock? Surprise? I could see sweat on his face. Can it get any more shameless than this? This second one was deadly. With panic in my voice, I yelled at him to leave. I heard the door close and car zooming off. I didn't think it was possible to ever see Femi again. I mean, if only fart could kill. He could have died from my fart. But to my surprise, I did. A couple of days actually. At the gym, and we just couldn't stop laughing. It was a comic secret between us. He held my hands, looked into my eyes and said that day was one of his memorable days ever. Now we are married with one lovely son and a second one on the way. Embarrassing moments are like unwelcome guests at a party. They show up unannounced and make us feel uncomfortable. Laugh it off and remember you are not alone. The right person will laugh it off with you. Have you had any embarrassing moments with farts? Share in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe to be notified of new stories.